Hey there, Chuck with Infocus Games and MTG The Journey here, with another Theros Block Draft. This is looking pretty terrible for a first pack. Really the best things I see here are this Blade Tusk Boar, Supply Line Cranes, and Deadbringer Land Pads. Everything else here looks pretty awful for a first pick. This Polymorphous Rush is not really anything that I'm interested in. And out of all these, I would say the Blade Tusk Boar is probably the best. Although Supply Line Cranes does have its merits. But for a first round pick, I think I'm going to go ahead and take this Blade Tusk Boar here and see what else we pull into. What in the crap is happening here? Well, out of all these, Nyx Weaver is definitely the best, although this Fleet Feather Cockatrice does have its values. I'm not really sure why it's not letting me click on anything here. My program is just frozen. So Nyx Weaver was definitely the best card there. And Swarmlord Giant is not something I'm terrifically interested in here. Nyx Infusion's not terrible here. Warwing Siren is actually not bad at all. Colossal Heroics. Get 2/2 and it's not bad. But really here, the Warwing Siren just looks probably the best, so we're going to go ahead and take that for now. This Font of Return is pretty terrible, and I really didn't want that at all. Thoughrender Lamia is not terrible here. And I'm not really into this Bearer of the Heavens type strategy here. So I think we just take the Thoughrender Lamia here. Nothing else here looks terrific, so just stick with that. See what else we get handed here. This Blood Crazed Hoplite here is not terrible, and is probably what we're gonna take here. That is our probably best pick here. The only other things I see would be the Pensive Minotaur, which isn't directly great, and Pin to the Earth is actually not bad either. But yeah, we're gonna go with Blood Crazed Hoplite here. And here we see another Pin to the Earth, and Font of Fortunes actually isn't terrible. Card draw's not bad. I'm not really into this aspect of Gorgon. And Phalanx Formation here, double strike till end of turn. That's actually not terrible. I think we're actually going to pick that up just to see, because either of these are fine, but this is actually pretty good too. So this kind of opens us up a little bit here. See what we kind of want to do here. And again here, there's just not really much going on here. Solidarity of Heroes, double number of +1/+1 counters on them. It's just not terrific. Maybe we go with the Returned Reveler here. I mean, yeah, I guess that's decent. It's a creature. Still not sure what really happened right there at the beginning. I'm not really a fan of the one of Revels, but we do have another. Actually, we have a Deadbringer Land Pads here that I'm not terrifically scared to play here, so we'll go ahead and pick that up. We have another one, which is not really something I'm interested in picking up right now. We'll go ahead and pick up the Armory, why not? Probably won't get played, but it's pretty much the best card that's still there from right now. Oakheart Dryads is not one I'm terrifically unfond of. And neither is this Ravenous Lucrota. I actually think out of these two, the Oakheart Dryads is the better card, so we're going to go and pick that up. And Pharika's Chosen is fine here. I don't mind picking that up. And Rotted Hulk is fine here. So maybe this Warwing Siren is just not something we're really interested in here. And another Rotted Hulk. So we're definitely very heavy into black here. And another Returned Reveler. So black has just been wide open in this pack so far. So we're very, very heavy black here, but we have some room to move out of it here. But we've got a couple of decent green cards if we happen to pull something that is predominantly green. Temple of Enlightenment, I'm not real happy about picking up here. For Returned is fine though, and Asphyxiate also is really good. But I'm leaning more towards this is tough. There's a lot of good stuff in this pack actually. And Asphyxiate here, I mean, maybe we do just pick this up and hope that the Spy for Return wheels, because I really do want the removal. But I do like Oakheart Dryads, and Nyx Weaver just has way too much playability. Hero of Iroas is not something I'm terrifically interested in here. Ragemonger does have its benefit. Echo and Conscriptor is pretty decent. Acro and Skyguard is actually really decent too. I'm actually not too terribly unhappy with just picking up this. But Mortal's Resolve is not bad either. But I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up this Acro and Skyguard here, as white seems pretty decently open here. And we'll just kind of see where this takes us, as green may end up being more of a splash, and we'll just go into a lot more white here if we get a decent amount more white cards that we really like here. Hunter's Prowess is decent, and so is Fanatic of Xenagos. Swordwise Centaur is the obvious pick here. And that marks it as a sorcery, and that's terrible as a sorcery. So I really think the best choice here is obviously the Swordwise Centaur, so we're going to go ahead and go with that. And just see what else we get forced into here. But not picking up this Acro and Skyguard to me seems like a terrible idea. That seems like a very good pick, especially with only one white on each one of our two so far. And here's another Aspect of Hydra is actually a really good card to pick up most of the time. Weight of the Underworld is also really good, and so is Mortal's Resolve. And nothing else here is terrifically interesting to me. I think I am going to go ahead and pick up this Aspect of Hydra right now, because this can get much more powerful if we pick up a lot more green here. And a Springleaf Drum here is interesting, but I'm not going to pass up a third Mortal's Resolve. But weight is also really decent here. And so is Adonis River Trawler, to be honest. If Brent returns enchantments to our hand. But maybe we pick up weight here and just hope that one of those other Mortals Resolve wheels. I kind of want the removal option here, so we'll go with weight here for the removal. And Gorgon's Head is decent. Mortal's Ardor is also really decent here. Satyr Fire Dancer is a decent card. But it's between, actually Necrobite is gonna be what I pick up here. I like this card. It's a regen and gives you a decent combat trick. Here, really the only thing I'm even slightly interested in is a Setessan Starbreaker. Destroy target aura. Seems pretty good. And we get another Necrobite here. And another aspect of Hydra, but I think I would rather have a second Necrobite than another aspect. And there's a bolt open this late? Goodness golly. I really do dislike Setessan Starbreaker here. And Marshmist Titan is fine, I guess. Not really terrific, but we can make use of it probably. Sanglemancy, draw X card where X is your devotion to black. That seems pretty decent pickup here. It's not terrible. Probably won't make the cut, but we will see here. And it looks like we are pretty much out of white here. We'll go ahead and pick up just Griffin Dreamfinder here. That's fine. We're probably gonna not play it, but we'll steal a divination from somebody. Claim of Erebos won't get played. It will not make the deck, but again, that's fine. Don't really care which one of those I pick up. The Armory is not going to get played here. Divination is not going to get played here. And we can go ahead. So Temple of Deceit is actually something I'm not against picking up. Nessian Courser here is actually really nice. Wingsteed Rider is another good pickup. Man. But I mean here, golly, there just isn't really that many good cards here. See, I'm okay with playing some of these cards. Like Wingsteed Rider is great, but I don't really have anything to target it with at this point. In Temple of Deceit, I could splash blue. This isn't really worth anything, though, so it's not going to be worth me picking up if it's not really going to help me out that much. My gut here is just to go with this Nessian Courser and call it a day. I mean, I want to pick up some more of these white cards, but I just don't have enough of them to make it worth playing, and none of these are really terrific. An Opaline Unicorn here would be fine, but Leaf Crown Dryad is a better card, but Tormented Hero is actually much better than either of them. So Tormented Hero is going to be my pick. And here we get some more with the Pharika's Cure here. Some more removal. And I'm fine with that. There was actually another Tormented Hero there that I probably should have taken. Temple of Silence is actually really fine. Or would have been really fine. But Grey Merchant's what I'm going to pick up here. By far, that's the better card for me here. Wow, there's a lot of these popping up this time. Grey Merchant is just too good though. And see, Sentry here wouldn't be bad to pick up if I was going to splash a color. I really think I'm just going to stay on color here and just try to get some better stuff here. And Baleful Eidolon definitely fits that bill. And there's not a whole lot here for us. I guess we just pick up Disciple here and pass turn. And wow, green is just really shut down right now. I'm not seeing any green coming back our way. Blood Toll Harpy is okay. Not terrific. You got a Viper's Kiss or a Shipwreck Singer or a Read the Bones here would be really nice. I think I'm actually just gonna go for the Viper's Kiss here. Keep that as a decent sideboard. And I have just seen absolutely no green come around here. So I feel like green just is pretty much just slapped shut. Sure, why not? I'll pick up a Traveler's Amulet here. And it doesn't look like Aspect of Hydra here is going to make the cut. It's definitely not worth playing at this point. If I pick up Opal and Unicorn here, March of the Return seems fine. It's a good, decent sideboard card if nothing else. Another Blood Toll Harpy. Boon isn't bad. Go ahead and pick up a Demolish that we'll take from somebody else. I have no need for Fleshman Steed whatsoever. And maybe with both the Opal and Unicorn and the Traveler's Amulet, I can afford to go ahead and splash some white into here. I don't really know if there's any need for it. As we are a very predominantly black deck here. So we'll go ahead and just start putting this together here. Say we definitely want Farika's Chosen. Tormented Hero is in. These are all cards that are possibles here. Baleful Eidolon. I'm not positive on Return Reveler yet. We'll see where that fits in. Blood Toll Harpy I like. Can play the Rotted Hulks, I suppose. Disciple seems fine. Deadbringer, Grey Merchant, Thought Render Lumia, and Marshmist Titan here will make up the majority of what we have here. And the chances of coming up with double green at this point are pretty terrible. And Nyx Weaver and Setessan Starbreaker. Realistically here, one of these Necrobites. Wait. Is fine. Asphyxiate is coming in for sure. Maybe Claim of Erebos is worth playing here. Pharika's Cure. And I kind of even like Viper's Cure. It shuts them down from activating some of their creatures. And then I'll go ahead and just throw in another Necrobite here. And see how this deck works. That's going to be what we do. So hopefully we will get lucky and have some fun with it. So it's been Chuck with MTG The Journey and In Focus Games, and hope you guys draft.